Welcome to the section on data frames. The assignment for working on RDDs will give you the chance to go through some practice questions. You'll be able to create some RDDs and then you will perform some common operations on actions and transformations. So you'll take a look at first, take, and collect. You'll learn how to set a designated key and then to return all the elements by key. You'll look at the difference between the map function and the flat map function. You'll work with a text file as well. You'll also perform flat map, map, and reduce by key functions. And then further, you will also look at key value pairs and how to work with those using reduce by key and sort by key. And you'll look at some joins, some set operations, and some numeric values. In this video, I will be showing you how to install Jupyter Notebook. And for those of you who may have had some trouble in the very first section, I think you'll find that working out of the Jupyter Notebook would be easier, and so let's get to that now. You want to first head over to the Anaconda download website. You want to download the Python 3.7 version. So go ahead and click on the download button here and follow the instructions through. After you have done that, you want to head over to install these useful extensions that go with the notebook. And then here's the website. It's actually a GitHub repo. And down below there's information on how to install, if you're going to do it by conda install or if you're going to do it by pip install. For pip install, it's a two-step process. And then for conda, it's just one line of code. So take a look at this, and I will also show you in the terminal how this is done and what the code looks like. So let's head over to the terminal. In the terminal, you want to put in the conda install-c conda forge Jupyter NB extension underscore configurator. So this is after you've done the Anaconda install and now you're doing the extension part. So go ahead and execute that on your computer. I've already done it on mine, so I'm not going to execute. So I'm just going to back this up. Once that is done, you want to install the Find Spark. This helps the notebook work with Spark. So you want to execute conda install-c conda forge find spark 1.00. So go ahead and execute that command, and that will take some time, so be patient. And again, I've already done this step, so I'm just going to back this up. Next, you want to go to a folder. If you want to set up a new directory, you can call it whatever you want. In this case, I've just called it Spark Course. And then to open up your notebook, you want to type in Jupyter Notebook. And then notice that it will open up in your browser at localhost on port 8888. And so you're actually going to go to this HTTP address right here. If ever you need to stop the server, you want to use Control-C to stop the server from within the terminal. Okay, so let's close out of this. So when you go to your browser, you will see this, and go right here where it says New. And from New, you want to choose Python 3. So this will open up a blank new notebook. And in the very first cell, you need to bring in Spark with import find Spark and find spark.init parentheses And to execute that, make sure you're within the cell. You see your cursor there, and then you're going to hit Shift Enter to execute. In the second cell, you want to import PySpark, and you also want to set up the builder with the Spark session. And again, just go ahead and click within the cell, and to execute, hit Shift Enter. That asterisk is showing that the code is running, and once it completes, a number will appear. Once that completes, you can then execute the code in the third cell, and this will show output. So there you have it. If you want to save this notebook, if you want to click File and then Save, you can rename it, for instance. You can title it. You can save as, and then you can download your notebook as with the extension .ipynb, or you can download it as a Python file. You can also do both so that you have both versions, and you can upload your notebook by putting it within the directory. In this video, I've showed you how to install Jupyter Notebook.